Hi, stitchy friends. Hello. I hope you are well. Thank you for being here with me another time. My name is Sophia, and this is my channel, Sophia Stitching Law. Today, I've got something different to propose to you. I wanted to invite you to keep up a project with me. This is a very, very special project for me. This is a pattern that I found in is a Russian website, and then it has the link to a page, an app that I think is called Boosty. I should have got the name for this. I'm sorry for the noise you probably can hear. It's my dog. Don't know what's wrong with him. It's called Boosty, Boosty. I found the pattern in a Russian website. It's like a Russian Facebook. And then I contacted the designer and I asked her how could I buy the pattern from her. And she sent me the link from the Boosty app or page so that I could pay for it. And I did. And I've ordered all the materials to kit it up, and I ordered it because this picture that I'm just going to put here, and I've shown you in a previous video before, it reminds me of my mom and my mom's love, and all her tenderness and all her kindness. And I decided to stitch it in her honor. So next month, August, it will be her 73rd birthday. I'm sorry, I'm still doing counts. 73rd birthday. And I decided to start it next month. So for that, I have to get everything ready to be stitched. And as I have some questions of some people asking me how do I keep track? Where do I order my things from? Various questions. How do I keep my floss? So I decided to record this video to show you. So you can do it with me. You can see all the joy that is in preparing a new project, isn't it? I think we all love to start new projects, well, most of us do. And I decided to bring you along with me if you want. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see better. I've got a table here in front of me today, and I've got most of the materials that I need, and we're going to do it together if you're okay with that. Okay, so we'll see each other at the end again. Well, you'll see me at the end. I'm going to turn the camera then. See you in a bit. So now I've got here most of the materials that I will be using. I hope that you can see most of them. And I'm going to just tell you a little bit about them. So I've got some materials here, the main ones that are part of a collaboration that I do with Painting Fairy. I want to tell you that I've already tried their threads. To me, they are exactly the same as DMC. The only difference that I find while I'm stitching with them is that they're a little bit drier. Maybe not everyone will like that. I love it. Because when I do the crosses when they lay, because they're drier, they sit straighter. So I find it that the crosses become even prettier. This is one of the things. Sorry, I think is the heat. There's so much. It's so hot today here. So I'm going to use their thread. I've got a lot more in here. I just laid a little bit in here that shows better the colors of the design. I've also got like my thread holders. I like these wood ones that I get from another supplier. Then I've got the thread holder that it's also supplied by, is a gift actually, yeah, from Painty Fairy. And one of the new things that I'm gonna try is their fabric. I've never tried it before. It's a 25 count even weave. So I will have to give you my feedback. I'm hoping that it's really nice. It comes with lines already. I know they will come out in the washing when we finish the work. Scissors that they also is also a gift from them. Usually they send like this little bag here with some materials inside. Usually like this thread holders, some scissors, and some needles and other little bits. So I'm gonna try to use some of the materials that they offer me. This is the stickers that I normally use on the thread holder, and well, there's loads of little bits. Let's just start it, and as we go through them, I will show you. Okay. I've got an apology to make. I said just before that I was gonna try to use the Painting Fairy fabric, and I can't. I will try to use it in my next start that is already in my mind, and I've got materials already to start it, but I can't do this one because I completely forgot that this one's got combined thread. So in 25 counts to use combined thread, I can only do it if I do 10 stitch, but I intend to do this as a full cross. So I've just changed the fabric. I'm going to use this 18 count haed. So sorry by the change. So let's do it. I've already got here the pattern. They've sent me the pattern in PDF and in XST format. That is for the Saga app. I love this app, so I'm gonna use it. And this is the mock-up. This is how it's supposed. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but I really like it, and that's what I'm going to use it. So if I go in here, normally I change here and I say that I'm going to use 18 count haed that I've already did. So when I do that, right away it tells me how many skeins I need of each of the color that I will use. So what I'm gonna do, I've already got some here. I'm gonna grab one of these ones. I'm gonna look here in my stickers that I normally use, see if I've got the number. Like here, I'm gonna try to look for maybe this one is the, well, why should I just, let me start from the beginning, or maybe the end in this case. 3865. It says I need 3.29 skeins, so what I normally do in this case, I will use 4 skeins. This already gives me, let's see where it is, here. It already gives me plus 77% of extra thread. I can change this up or down. I do it like that because I want to make sure that I won't miss any thread, just to make sure that the dyeing lot is the same. And because I normally like travel from one place to the other, I know I will use more thread, so I will make sure that I have enough thread. So in this case, it tells me that I will need 3 skein 0.29. So I just bought in my order from Painting Fairy 4 skeins. I've got a pile in there. I just have one here because I will add this one to my holder, and I will only use the other one when I finish this, so I just add one at a time. So I'm gonna look in here to see if I've got, I'm sorry the table shakes a little bit, I'm gonna see if I've got 13865 number. Oh, I don't have in this one. Yes, I have one here. So I will just grab the sticker put it in here. Then let me put this back in order. I undo this. And the way that I normally do it is I try to open it as best as I can. I hope it works fine in the video. I put it in my hand and I just undo it. And I will try to grab both ends. Just try to undo it all. Here, I've got the two ends. It just came out nicely. Now I'm gonna fold it again. Here. So that's twice. 3 times. 4 times. As we know, a normal skein brings 8 meters. So if I fold it 4 times and I cut it, I've got some scissors here. At the side where I've got the ends, I cut them all. I know that now each of them, like that, will have 1 meter. So I have 8 threads of 1 meter each. I just grab them again, all nice. Oh, I just mixed them. It's not a problem because they will lay properly, but like that. Okay. Then I get my thread holder, put it over, bring it back, get the ends through here, and that's it. When I start to work, I just pull one of the little threads, usually with the needle, and if I just not a 6 pack, just one from the main thread I had before. If I just grab one, I will try to take it out in here. I should grab a needle. Hold on. If I open the packaging, let's see if I can just open it like that. Where did I put the scissors? This is a pack of 28 size needle. So if I just grab one needle, oh, it doesn't want to come out. Okay. Probably you all know that, but if you are a new beginner, so if you just grab one thin thread and you pull it, then it's ready for you to start. Just gonna leave the needle in here for now. And again, as I'm not gonna use it for now, I will just leave it here on the side. Normally when I have them on the side, I know that I already used that thread. Well, not in this case. So what I will do next is I'll pick up a ring like this or a bigger one. I'll have some, I'm sure I'm going to need a bigger one for this. And I'll put it in here and I'll keep on adding as all of them by number, by order. And they will be ready to use. Something else that I normally do is I grab, well, I'll leave this for a little bit. So what I do now is I'll add the stickers first to every single thread holder that I've got here. I've got hundreds. Well, I will need, not hundreds, I will need 87 according to my pattern. So I'm going to do that and I will come back in a second to show you what I do next. So now I've got here all the threads holder already with its own label. I have them in these two rings. I normally will spread them through more of more of the bigger rings, but I don't have any here with me. I'm waiting for an order. So then I will spread them. Why? Because to have more space, to be easier to use, and also that way I will have like a separation by numbers. Before I go into there is something I wanted to explain that I didn't mention before. When why did I say I've got two colors here? I know I've only showed you once, but one, but I have two because I'm recording in Portuguese as well. So I did one color with you and the other one in the Portuguese video. Now, I said to you that I pick up with the needle one thread at a time. When sometimes I don't use all of the thread, I add it here at the side. And why not? I could add it here. It probably would give me more work, but also to make sure that I know that all the shorter ones, even if now I pick up another one and I don't use it all, I will still leave it here at the side. Even if I have like 10 different ones, they will be here at the side. Why? Especially why? Because when I'm using combined threads, I may use like one thread of each color. So I don't want to use one of the used threads because I want to make sure they are all, both of them, they are the same size. Otherwise, I would have to cut it, the longer one to be the same size as the smaller one to use together. And this way, I know I won't have any waste of thread. I just pick up one of each of the ones that are new and I will start to stitch with that. Usually in designs where I've got where I have combined threads, I normally, if I don't use them all at once, I try to leave them parked so I don't get the trouble to then separate them again, leave one in here, leave one in there. It makes me waste time. Usually I do that. If it is a pattern that I see that happens quite a lot, because I do like just a couple of crosses and then I don't have any other cross with the same combination of thread. I use a different holder and I add like two labels, and I know that in that label there are two combined threads. Like imagine in this one, I would have older with these two numbers, and I know that the thread that is here is a thread I've already used and I still have some left of those colors, and I will leave them in a separate ring. I'm sorry if I doing this and it's seeming very confusing. I'm so sorry. So I've got this one here. So what do I usually do now? Now I will cut all the threads, like one skein of each, and I will add them in here. I'm not going to do this now because sometimes I do it all once, sometimes I do it as I'm working. So now I will need a new color, I will do just that one. Some other days, if by any reason I have loads of time, I will do them all. At the moment, I'm just going to leave them like that, so it won't take me any longer, otherwise I will never have this video finished. Next, what I would do, as I said, sometimes I would separate this in different rings, and I would grab one key ring for each. And normally what I will do, sometimes I'll leave the name, like, let's try to do it. So normally I will add, let me see what I left. Oh, sorry for this. I'll have to put the sound off on my mobile. I'm so sorry. So I hope you see me. So in this one, I would add like Mother's Love. And I would say, by example, that this holder has number 1 to number 500. So I will write 1 to 500. And I will know that those ones are in this key ring. And then in the other one, I would say 500 to something else. So as I don't have any more key rings with me. I don't know how many I will use and how I'll divide it, because it depends of what kind of numbers I have here. So if I have space, normally I will also add something just to make it prettier. Maybe here I can add, let's see if I can take something out. Oh, it's not allowing me. I wanted something really, really small, but it's not easy to take this one out. I wanted to, but it's not coming out. Let's have a look if this one, oh yeah, I'll be able to take this one out. Okay, it just makes it a little bit prettier, and I'll still have the space to add the numbers. I will put them back in here. Inside, oh, the other way around, like that. Add the older, and then I will go into my keyring and just add it. That way, if it ever gets mixed up, I know which pattern it is, and when I'm stitching, I just look at it and I know what numbers are in here. That's how I prepare my threads. Okay, that's one part. What can I do next? I have quite a few things to do. Like in this case, I'm going to use these scissors. I've got quite a few. Usually I try to have one for each kit. In this one, I'm going to have this because it's a lot easier. Sometimes they just nearly falling onto the floor, and I'm able to grab them sometimes by the thing that is decorating, right? And also I've got a little case for needles, so I will just add some in here because I try to have a little bit of everything inside of a bag where I have fabric and threads. So I will just add some needles in here, sometimes 4, 5, 10, it doesn't matter. So they will be here. Oh, that's the other one that I used before. It will go here too. So these two are ready. I've got my needle holder. I've got the threads holder as I'm working. So I can take all this out of the table now and see what I do next. So as I have all this prepared, I normally hold them in a place like in a small bag or something. In this case, I grabbed a wooden box. I love these kind of boxes. I normally get them like from thrift markets or stores. And let's put all the little bits inside. I've got my bobbins, I've got my needle holder, I've got my needles and my scissors. Sorry, this video is full of cuts because I record a little bit in Portuguese, a little bit, the same little bit in English, and vice versa. So, but this time I had to turn the camera off because I just started coughing and I had to grab some water. So, after I grabbed all my little bits, and there's still one thing here missing, there is a needle threader. I forgot to grab one, so you know in my little box it will have also a needle threader. Then I do a little card that normally goes inside of the little box where I add the pattern name. In this case is Mother's Love. The designer didn't give a name to the pattern. I did. Some designers do, some don't. I like to have a name. So let me just add some color because I like things to look really nice. Okay. Could look even better, but then normally here at the side, I write the starting date. I won't do it right now because I'm not sure exactly which day I will start it. My mom's birthday is on the 20th. I may start it right at the beginning of the month, not too sure. Then next to that, I write the designer's name. In this case, I'm gonna write Carol. That's how she signs her patterns. That I know that's not her name, at least not like that, because it's in Russian and I can't read Russian. Then after that, I write down the number. Don't know if you can see it in the mobile because of the light, but I've got all the details here. I write the number of crosses, and in this case is 350 by 474. Then I change the page, and in the statistics, it gives me the total number of stitches, that is 165,900 crosses. In my case, I'm going to do full crosses. Then I write the number of colors, and this work will have 32 solid colors and 123 blended. I know I just said before that this work has 87 different colors. Yes, it has 87, but then when we use some of them blended, this will give us a total of 155. Then after I started, at every whip parade that I do, I normally write here at the back which whip parade it was, like imagine mid-year whip parade or 2025 mid-year whip parade. I'll write down the percentage that I go. I also try to, well, I do use a spreadsheet where I have all the details. I will do a video in one of these days as well showing how I use it. But I like to use the little cards too. And so normally I will decorate with something, like in this case, I can have maybe a jar of flowers. Yes, like all within the design colors I like to combine. And maybe I will add a little butterfly too. Oh, this butterfly doesn't want to come out. Yes, it does. So I will just leave it in here. And this little guy goes inside my box. And it's here waiting for me to start. Now, next thing I've got to show you is the fabric. So how do I work out my fabric? Let me just, let's do the fabric. How do I work out the fabric? So I've decided to use 18 count because, as I think I said before, and I'm so sorry if I repeat myself, because as I'm recording at the same time Portuguese and English, sometimes I don't even know anymore what I said in each language. So here, I know that the pattern goes by 350 by 474. I get another app that is X calculator. And here I write down the number of stitches, and this is 350. Oh, sorry. By 474 high. And I say to it that I will use an 18 count, and each thread covers one thread of the fabric, or each cross covers one thread of the fabric, and I want it to give me something maybe like 8 centimeters of edge by the side, and I'll ask it to calculate it for me. I'm sure that now they've changed this and they'll add the publicity to it. When I press calculate, it will bring up some ads. So if you do, I will cut it off. And then here I've got the details for my fabric. It's saying to me that I will have 49.4 centimeters by 66.9 centimeters of stitches. And if I want 8 centimeters of edges, then I will need 65.4 by 82.9 centimeters of fabric, and it is advising me to use a 26 size needle. I think I said to you that I was going to use a 28. Yes, right. So I will try the 28, or I may change it. I normally like to work with smaller ones. So let's just measure my fabric and let's cut it. My next step, as we calculated the size of the fabric that we need, I normally round it all up. So it says that I need 65.4. I will use 66. And in high, it says that I need 82.9. I will cut it as 83. So let's just measure. I've already did it. I'm just going to show you again. I did it because of the Portuguese video. So I'll start here from the corner. I use this little bit as well, as this is going to be my border. I can use that as a border, and is already a very steady fabric for the border. So I will just measure 66 centimeters, and it will bring me all the way up here. You can see my little mark in there. Then this is my width. Then I go all the other way around the high, and I will lay my measuring tape all the way, as I said to you, rounded up to 83 centimeters. Oh, make sure that my measuring tape is not twisted. Here it's not easy to record this while sitting, so here it is, 83. I did the little mark, here it is, and then I'll just grab my scissors and I will cut a straight line from here, a straight line all the way down from the top until they met, and then I have my fabric. Usually then I pick up with my sewing machine and I do work these edges. My machine is broken, and I still haven't sent it to fix because I'm being too busy. I will just do it by hand, and I know that some of you don't have a sewing machine, so it may be good. You may like to see how to do it by hand. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my fabric. Okay, I'm just going to show you how I'll do my edges if I'm doing them by hand. Well, I'll start here, and I have to secure my thread. Oh, my needle doesn't want to. Ah, here, I got the hole. So I just hold the thread with a knot. In this case, I've just threaded a needle with a normal sewing thread that is the color is quite similar to the fabric, so it doesn't steal the show. It's very funny. One of these days, one lady left a comment regarding the stitches that I was using on the edge, and that's what I thought about it. I should have used another color maybe, because that stitch is just told all the show, didn't it? So I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. Well, that's how I do it. I'll just bring, here I'm going to try to do is bring the needle through one of the holes, and then as the thread is coming down, I'll put my needle through it, and then I don't know how you call the stitches, I have no idea, and then it just secures it. I don't know if you can see it, but with this little bit here at the top, and it just like that. So let's do a few more. I'll try to do more or less in the same line. I'll bring my needle as the thread's getting shorter. I get my needle through that, oh sorry, shaking, through the thread, and that's it. If you need me to show you this better, I can use a different thread. I didn't think about that. I just thought about doing what I normally do. But you may not be able to see it properly like that. So basically, bring your needle up through a hole, then you pull it nearly to the end, and when it's almost finishing, you pass your needle back to that side and line up. And you do it all the way around the fabric, and then your edge will be secure. It shouldn't come apart. That's it. And we're nearly getting to the end of all the preparation. And when I finish to do all the edges of my fabric, I will just fold it. I haven't finished. This is just to do the video. I grab my box, my fabric. I've already identified this work as I was recording in Portuguese. Some things I do first in English, some in Portuguese. And I will put all my threads, let's pretend they're all in here already. I will add them in here. That's the main materials. Sometimes everything will fit in the bag. In this time, because it's a very big project, it doesn't. So I'm not going to close the zip. I can't remember the name. So I won't make any noise. And I will grab everything. This is a special kit, it's a bigger one. I've got different boxes or baskets. In this case, it will be a basket. And we'll go inside here. Everything together, all protected. And it all will be waiting for me to the beginning of August, so we can start stitching. I think I've showed you all the steps that I do to prepare my projects. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for all the stops and starts because I have to record in both languages at the same time. And I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how long it is because of all of that. I now need to put it all together, do all the edition, and uploaded it. And I hope it gets useful to some of you. I know most of you know how to do it, but if there's a new one, or if this may give you some different idea of what you already do, I hope it is worth it. Thank you very much for taking the time to be here, and take care, be happy, be healthy, and take care of your loved ones too, and see you soon. Bye.